Is the quest for the proverbial fountain of youth a futile endeavor, or perhaps not as far-fetched as we may think it to be? Before we go any further, let's discuss why we age in the first place. In the words of Michio Kaku, we know that DNA is sort of like a shoelace with plastic caps at the end. These plastic caps protect the lace from fraying, but eventually the plastic tips get shorter and shorter and inevitably wear out. At the tips of our chromosomes, we have little protective caps called telomeres. Whenever DNA replicates, the process isn't quite perfect and the tips of our chromosomes get shorter with each replication. These telomeres protect against important information being cut out, as they are essentially meaningless repeats of DNA. But just like the plastic caps on the shoelaces, telomeres will become shorter and shorter until they've been entirely stripped away, at which point the cells will stop replicating because they can no longer afford to lose any more DNA. This point is known as cellular senescence. In humans, this replication limit is around 60 times, and once it's reached, the cells gradually start to lose their function and die, causing age-related characteristics. And to us humans, aging seems inevitable, probably because no human has ever not aged. But getting older isn't as universal a fact of life as we may think. Take the naked mole rat. They don't appear to age after reaching adulthood. Surprisingly, they aren't any more likely to die in old age as they are young adults. It is as if they found the fountain of youth, though perhaps not the fountain of beauty. They stay forever young, or at least forever middle-aged, making them effectively biologically immortal. How do they do it? These age-defying species pump out high levels of telomere-rebuilding enzymes that enable them to keep on replacing old and dysfunctional cells indefinitely. But we humans have a replication limit on our telomeres, which actually helps to prevent cells from mutating into cancerous cells. But extending our telomeres isn't the only way to freeze the aging process or reverse it. The modern version of the age-old dream of tapping the fountain of youth is something that scientists have been making strides in bringing to reality. Scientists say that it is only a matter of time before we hack the code of life. Many people fear wasting away of their finite existence. They think that perhaps by cracking down on the science of aging and by reversing the process, they will relinquish their fear of dying. So, if a pill were developed that cured aging and allowed you to live indefinitely, would you take it? But perhaps the implications of living forever aren't as wonderful as it seems. Problems such as overpopulation, eternal illnesses, our dying planet, and a decreased value on life are often overlooked by Hollywood's glamorized, grossly overrated depictions of eternal youth. So perhaps living forever isn't the answer to one's fear of dying. Eternal youth wouldn't make us invincible. In fact, the longer a creature lives, the more time it has to get chomped, starved, or smushed. So eventually, every naked mole rat and every human will ultimately meet its end.